Salakia. All right. Shalom, Israel. I'm preaching officer of 1,000 Thamayim, teaching the I.S.U.P.K. Atlanta history class. All right. Is anybody on the conference call? All right. Pascal, it's like somebody just called in. All right. Got them articles I sent you, warrior? No. All right. Today's topic is about the history of Christopher Columbus. I think Christopher Columbus Day was either Monday or Tuesday, and I'm gonna get into the history of that day. And if anybody got any questions, they can ask. The Pashkayan, give me Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. Got it?
It's coming right now.
Mm-hmm. And let me sidebar for a minute. History is very important when it comes to the nation of Israel, man, because our history has been whitewashed. It been severely tampered with by our enemy, our oppressor, the white man, the devil, according to the Bible, man. It been tampered with bad, man. And if you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you should truly care about your history being whitewashed, man. But most Christians and other so-called Israelites, they don't care about their history being tampered with because they don't want to know the truth. You know, but us that's in the truth, we love to know and learn about history, man. Because when you are in America or anywhere in this world, the history that you get handed to you in school is not all the way legit, man. Because we dealing with a devil. And when you dealing with this devil, so-called Esau, man, you got to check behind him 2 times, man. My bad. You got to check behind him 3, 4, 5 times. Right. Because that devil got the right name, devil. That means liar. He's not going to tell you your history. Anytime he tell you about history, he's going to tell you about his story, his version, and not the truth, man. And that's why history is so important. Because it's been diluted, man. All right. You got Hosea 4 and 6. Did somebody just call in?
Yeah, it might be the other one.
Who is it?
Young man Jarvis.
Who?
Young man Jarvis.
Oh, young man Jarvis. What's going on, warrior?
I'm okay. How you doing?
All right. You got any questions, warrior?
No, sir. I'm just gonna listen.
All right. Okay. Anybody else on the conference call? All right. The Pashkaya, go ahead.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
You go back.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Read that slower.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
The Lord said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. This is one of my favorite scriptures out of the Bible because Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are truly destroyed for not having knowledge, for not knowing their identity, for not knowing who they are, for having the Bible re-taught to them by the devil, from them just being in slavery under this oppressor, man. We've been destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because this whole time we've been in America, we thinking our oppressors is God-chosen people. The whole time we are God-chosen people. And that's why we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Okay? And Christopher Columbus, he had a big part in playing that part of taking our knowledge away from us, man. Christopher Columbus, I call him Christopher killing Columbus, man. That's what I call him. Because when he came to America, they teach you in school that he discovered America. He didn't discover America. The Israelites was already over here, man. They was already over here, man. And it made it so bad, Christopher Columbus never even made it to America. Well, North America. He made it to the Americas, like he made it to a couple of islands, you know what I mean? But he never set foot in North America. But those couple of islands he did set foot in, he went over there, raped, robbed, and killed, and spoiled, which I mean by spoiled, destroyed those people, man. And those people was the Israelites. The original people of those lands was the Israelites, was us, man. He didn't come to discover America because America was already discovered by us. He came to kill the people that was indigenous to that land, man. The people who found that land, which is the Israelites, man. That's what Christopher Columbus did. This day, you know what I mean, the white man glorifies in America because this is the day that he had victory. And a lot of holidays that we do celebrate, it be the white man having victory over us. Like a lot of us don't like Columbus Day, but we'll turn around and celebrate Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is worse than Christopher Columbus Day, man. Thanksgiving was a day of slaughter, man. But you still turn around, go in that Christian church with your pastor and the rest of them evil Negroes and eat turkey and cranberry sauce and all the ham you can eat, man. This disgusting, man. This going against your Lord all the way, man. If you want to hate Christopher Columbus Day, also hate the rest of these bloody days that the white man celebrate, man.
Right.
All right. Read that article, Warrior. The first article I sent you about Christopher Columbus. Anybody got any questions in the conference call? Or anybody else that's called in? All right, go ahead, Warrior.
Chamberlain of the legacy.
Let me catch up with you. All right, go ahead, Warrior.
Columbus' voyage led to horrific consequences for the native populations he discovered, including colonization, exploration, and enslavement of native people.
Enslavement of the native people. Now, when Christopher Columbus came to America, the so-called Americas, you know what I mean? Because the first people he encountered was the Taínos, our Puerto Rican brothers, you know what I mean? He enslaved them brothers. He enslaved our brothers, man, and that was 1492. 1492. He came over here and started enslaving our brothers, man. Read on.
By many accounts, Columbus himself cruelly mistreated the indigenous people he encountered. According to
And why is that? Because Christopher Columbus made 4 trips over here. Each one of his trips he had landed on. One was Hispaniola. Slakia. Turn that down, Warrior. Okay. One of them was the island of Hispaniola. I gotta see if I can pronounce it right. Hispaniola, which is Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Know what I mean? But before that, it was Hispaniola, the island of Hispaniola. That was it was called before it got split into to Haiti and to Dominican Republic. He found that he came over there and went to that land. He went to he encountered the Bahamas, and also if I ain't mistaken, it gonna come back to my memory. It started with a Z. I'm gonna remember it, but it was 4 islands he encountered, man. And every island he encountered, he went there, shook their hand, and when they went to sleep, he put smallpox in their blanket. He went there and killed those people off, and that was his mission. His mission was to spread white supremacy when he went to these places, and that's what he did. He spread white supremacy, man. Read on.
According to Columbus' own journal, he enslaved a half-dozen native people the first day he made land in the Americas.
Oh, man, so guess what? The school system is not telling our kids, and also you, when you was in school, they didn't tell us the truth, man. The first day he came here, he enslaved the Israelites, man. He enslaved the Israelites. That was his mission, man. He didn't come over here and shake hands with us and then we decided to go to war because we had a problem. His intention was to come over here and kill us in a way. Read on.
He governed the new territories ruthlessly and enacting inhumane policies and using barbaric tactics.
And you know how the white man, you know how Christoper Columbus and the white man, you know what I mean, white society, you know how they had the intention to come over here and take our land, because every time they came over here to a certain part of America, they had the British flag, they had the Spanish flag, and they marked it into the land, man, like it's their land. Know what I mean? Whole time you see people over here already, but you got the nerve to take your flag and say, this is my land now. Read on.
Enacting humane policies and using barbaric tactics to keep a chokehold on the indigenous peoples.
Inhumane policies. Inhumane policies mean having rules put on people that's not right. That's not good at all. It is not fair. It's unjust. It's unjustly. Just like today, you know what I mean? How people get killed and they don't get no justice, man. But everybody supposed to be equal, man. The white man have all kind of policies, man, but their policies fit them. Their policies is to protect them. That's why in the Constitution, you 3/5 of a human being. Know what I mean? That's why when you get stopped by police, you get stopped and searched, man. Because their Constitution ain't for you. Their Constitution is to protect them, man. Not you at all. But if you want to know your Constitution, and you want to know how you can be protected by your God, come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of God, man.
Right.
Know what I mean? Follow this Bible, man. This is your Constitution. This is how you can walk in this place called America, and the Lord be with you, man. Read on.
Ravages of disease. In addition to the unconsiderable actions of Columbus and many of the explorers.
Okay, we're going to drop that right there, Ward. We're going to drop that right there. All right? Give me Revelation chapter 20, verse 1.
Come. Wait, the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 1.
Let me catch up with you. Go ahead.
And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and great chain in his hand. All
right, this was a revelation that was given to this prophet that wrote the book of Revelation, man. There was I ain't gonna say a revelation, a vision, man, a vision. Read on.
Verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Read on.
Verse 3. And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him.
Stop right there. Now the serpent, that serpent turned into a dragon, and that serpent was also the white man in the Garden of Eden. I know Christianity teaches us that the serpent was a devil. Yeah, he was a devil, but not an angel. That devil was a man. That same man that still beguile your black woman today. Eve was a black woman. And that same devil right now still doing the same thing he did in the garden, beguiling your black woman right now by telling her to kick you out the house, teaching her all her philosophies, and she grasping onto it and torturing you with the white man philosophies, man. This same devil exists right now doing the same thing he did a long time ago in the Garden of Eden, man. That same serpent, that same white man turned into a great dragon, man. And that dragon is his military might, his power, man. And also, the reason why they call him Satan, because Satan used him as a vessel of dishonor, man. The white man is Satan's vessel, man. The white man works for Satan. He serves Satan. He is against God. Read.
That he shall deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years shall be fulfilled. And after that he must be loosed a little season. Okay.
When the white man was ruling, when there was the Greeks and the Romans got conquered they got defeated and conquered by a black man, an Israelite named Septimius Severus in 193 AD. Know what I mean? And then the white man, they came back. They came back after 1,000 years because black people, the Israelites, I mean, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, we ruled Europe for 1,000 years, man. 1,000 years we ruled Europe. But the white man came back. He came back. And he came back with the Ottoman Turks, you know. Also, he came back with through the Renaissance, all kind of eras. He came back, you know, taking over black dynasties, man, taking over black kingdoms, the places where we ruled, man, and whitewashed everything. When he came back out that bottomless pit. The bottomless pit means the Lord took him out of his heavenly place. Like how the white man is right now, how he ruled everything, the Lord took him out of his seat, man, and put him back in the cage where he belonged when we ruled 1,000 years, man. The white man was not in heaven. He was set down in a low condition. And that low condition was back into the cage where the Most High put him back at, man. And then we was ruling. But he came back out of those caves. Know what I mean? As the Ottoman Turks, you know what I mean? As the French, whatever, at the Catholic Church, making our people bow down to Christianity, making our people say that Christ is God and Christ is white. You know what I mean? That what he was doing. Same thing he did to our people when we were brought over here in slavery, making us bow down to white Jesus. He did that. He did that in Europe, man. All right. Read verse 8, warrior.
Book of Revelations, chapter 20, verse 8.
Give me a minute. Anybody on the conference call? Shalaki, anybody on the conference call? All right, read. Okay, yeah. Who all on the conference call? I got young man Jarvis.
I just called in.
Okay, what's going on, warrior?
Nothing much, not much.
All right, who else? Shalaki, who else? Okay, so is this you, Trooper Kashan?
Sir.
All right, you had any questions?
Nah.
All right, so what was that, warrior?
The book of Revelations, chapter 20, verse 8. And shall go out to receive the nations, which are in the four quarters of the earth.
Now, the white man was he came back out of the caves, you know what I mean? He came out that low condition, that low hell, came back out deceiving the nations. Read on.
Gog and Magog to gather them together.
Anybody? Okay, before you go any further, warrior, do everybody know what's Gog and Magog in the Bible? Do you know Trooper Gashan? Do you know the Posh? Okay, Gog is Russia, and Magog are countries that surround Russia.
Okay.
All right. And how did the white man deceive the nations? How did the devil, the white man, deceive the nations? I just said it earlier.
Just like Cloumbus did. You know, it'd be your best friend, y'all with a hug and kiss and all that good stuff. you go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? Put smallpox in your blanket, put some poison in your drink.
But what else? What else? What else?
And he enslaved us and gave us Christianity.
Yeah, but basically whitewashing history too, as well. All right. Okay, let's read. Okay, read verse 9.
Come on. Verse 9. And they went up on the breast of...
Oh, no, finish reading verse 8. You didn't finish reading verse 8.
Slow. To gather them together to battle, the number of whom it as the sand of the sea.
Triple Gashan.
Come on, sir.
Who is the sand of the sea? Right here in the scripture.
Could you repeat the question, sir?
I say, who is the sand of the sea at the end of the scripture? It says the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
Israel.
How we know that?
Because it just so many tribes that we were scattered. The way we were scattered, I mean,
What
how can I put it?
did the Lord promise Abraham about his seed?
That we were going to have dominion over the earth.
And what else? And that the number of them was be as the sand of the sea. You remember that in the book of Genesis? Nobody ever heard that? Let's go to Genesis, man. Let's go to Genesis. All right. Give me a minute. Okay, let's go to Genesis chapter Shalakia. Genesis chapter 32, verse 12. Somebody else just called in? All right. Who's speaking? Shalakia. All right, read that. Genesis chapter 32, verse 12.
Come. The book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 12. And thou saidest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude.
This was a promise that the Lord gave Abraham. So that's talking about the Israelites in that verse. All right, let's go back to that verse where we was at. Revelations chapter 20, verse 9.
Come.
All right.
Okay. The book of Revelations, chapter 20, verse 9. And they went up on the breadth beneath of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about.
Who are the saints? According to the Bible.
Shalakia, sir.
Go ahead.
The saints are going to be the judges of Israel.
Yeah, but how can we prove that? Because a Christian will say, as long as you believe in Jesus, you can be a saint.
Shalakia, sir. I'm driving at the moment, but I believe it's in the book of Isaiah when it said that Judah is my lawmaker, if I'm not mistaken.
I got one better for you. I mean, when you start driving or whatever, just try your best to remember this verse or ask me again to give this verse. Let's get Psalms chapter 148, verse 14. Anytime somebody asks you who is the Lord's saint, you go to this verse right here. It's a clear, clean cut. Can't nobody dispute it. Let's go to Psalms chapter 1, verse 48, 148, verse 14. Read it loud and slow, warrior.
Come. The book of Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14. He also exalted the horn of his people.
It said he exalted the horn of his people. The Lord got a people. Not all people, it said his people. That means one people. Read.
The praise of all his saints.
These people are his saints, man. Read.
Even of the children of Israel.
The children of who?
The children of Israel.
I thought it was all nations. But right here it say what?
The children of Israel.
Those are the Lord's saints. The Israelites. The Israelites, man. All right. Let's go back to that verse. That's right. Revelation 20 and 9. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Let's slide. Come. The book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 9. And they went up on the beneath of the earth.
The breath.
Slide. And they went up of the breath of the earth and compassed the count of the saints about.
Now this is the devil. The devil, man. Know what I mean? Attacking the saints of the Lord, which is the Israelites, man. Let me tell you something, man. When the devil put us in slavery, that was an attack on us, man. He knew exactly who he was coming for. He was coming for the Israelites. He knew who he was. He knew he wasn't no stinking Africans. Know what I mean? Matter of fact, when the white man came and got us, he had Arabs and the Africans help him, man. They took crafty counsel against us to come get us, man. They know exactly who we are. Read on.
And the beloved city.
That beloved city is Jerusalem. They came to attack Jerusalem, the Israelites, man. But this is going to be their end. Read their end, warrior. Read what's going to be the white man's destiny, man.
Right. And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them.
All right, man. That fire is World War III.
Right.
World War III, man. It's going down. It's going down, man. World War III. Babylon is falling. It's coming. It's coming to a city near you, man. Ain't no running from it. Ain't no escaping it. You better get on the right side, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. You better get on the right side. That right side is I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You better get in these classes and learn who is your enemy. You have an enemy, black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. And that enemy is the oppressor you've been loving all your life. The oppressor who you think is the children of God. Whole time they are the children of the devil, man. All right. Let's get Romans chapter 9, verse 17.
Okay. Come. The book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose, I had raised up thee.
The Lord told Pharaoh, I raised you up, man. Know what I mean? The reason why you was in power, because I raised you up. I raised you up. Read on. Somebody just called in. Read.
That I might show my power in thee.
That I make you an example to all the nations, to the whole world, that I am God, that I'm in power, that I'm in charge, and you not. Read.
And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Because when the Lord drowned those Egyptians in the Red Sea, the whole world knew about it. The whole world knew about it. You know how the whole world knew about it? It's written in the Bible. It's written in the Bible how the Lord destroyed Egypt. And if you go to Egypt right now, Egypt is destroyed. The pyramids, all that place is a wasteland, man. It's desert. Know what I mean? It's destroyed. The Lord did that. That's what happens when you mess with the Lord people. And guess what? America gonna be next. America gonna be desolate and be a desert just like Egypt, man. Okay. Read on, warrior.
Come. Verse 18. Therefore, have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and who he will harden.
The Lord, basically, this verse right here saying the Lord can do whatever the hell he want to do. Know what I mean? I don't care how much you love the white man. If I say the white man's the devil, he's the devil. You can't stop it.
Right.
If I created him to be the devil, ain't nothing you can do to change it. And if I want to have mercy on so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians and give them salvation, they're going to have salvation. And if I want to give them the earth, when all this is over with, and let them rule the earth, ain't nothing you can do about it, Christian. When the Lord come back, everybody, all that saying everybody equal, that saying going to be gone, because the whole world going to know the Israelites are the rulers of the earth. The Israelites going to be the prince of the power.
Right.
The whole earth going to know that. Read.
Verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault, for who have resisted his will?
Read on.
Verse 20. Yea, but no man who art thou that repliest against the Most High, shall the thing formed say.
It says, hello. It says, nay, but oh man, who art thou that repliest against God? Know what I mean? God, right here, this scripture basically talking to those Christians, man.
Right.
Who are you to tell me who is evil and who is good, and who I can give salvation to, man? The Lord can do what the hell he want to do, man. How can you love and hate when you want to, but when it comes to God, you can just put him in a box. You can just put him in a box and say he all love. When the Lord created you, you can't put God in a box, but God can put you in the box. You know what I mean? But you can't put the Lord in a box and say what the hell he is when he created you. Read on.
Shall the thing formed to say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Verse 21. Have not the potter power over the clay.
Have not the power over the clay. And we know what a potter is, and we know what clay is, right? Go ahead, Warrior.
It's not Harry Potter.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Clay get formed by the powder. The clay gonna be whatever the potter form it to be. Know what I mean? What do a potter do with clay? He form it up, put it in the fire to make it hard. Know what I mean? Let it sit and dry out, and it be whatever he meant it to be. If he made this clay to be a cup to hold water, gonna do that. So if the Most High take some clay and make the white man to be the devil, that's what he gonna be. He gonna be the devil of the earth, man. He gonna be the deceiver. He gonna be the liar. Read.
Of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor, and another unto dishonor.
Somebody just called in. All right. The Lord says that he can take the same lump of clay and make one vessel of honor and one vessel to dishonor. What is this talking about? Because this happened. The Lord did take one lump and made a vessel of honor and a vessel of dishonor. Anybody know when this happened? It's very easy.
It's pretty much like idolizing other gods.
When did the Lord created a people of glory and a people that ain't gonna have no glory? Go ahead, Warrior.
Y'all about saying y'all shot block Cooper Howard that checking in, and then when he created Jacob and Esau. So
Damn right. And how do we know that? Because he said you got two nations in that womb, and one gonna serve the other. And we know Jacob, even though the Lord chose Jacob, not me to be the righteous people, and Esau to be the wicked of the earth. And that's what that happened. He right. Dead right. All right. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. No, we're gonna keep on going where we left off at. Go keep on reading.
Verse 22, Book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 22. What if God willing to show his wrath and make his power known, endure with long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Why did it say the Lord endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? You know, endure could be another way of saying I'm putting up with you for a long time. Know what I mean? Long suffering. So, who is the Lord talking about? We know he's talking about the white man. The Lord put up with the white man for a long time, man. And guess what? These vessels are fitted for destruction, man. They fitted for destruction. The Lord let the white man do whatever he want to do. Know what I mean? Right now, because in the end, he gonna be destroyed, man. He gonna be destroyed forever. He gonna be wiped out. And that's why the Lord is putting up with him, man, and enduring him right now, man. The Lord letting the white man put us in slavery and let him kill us in the street because he wants us to learn a lesson, man. He wants us to learn to quit following other nations, man. And when we wake up and stop following other nations, the Lord will come back here and destroy this devil, man, called a white man. Read on.
Okay.
You had verse.
The book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 23. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
The Lord already wanted you to have glory, black man, Hispanic man, Native American, Indian man. But we had broke the laws of God, man, and went under the curses. But once these curses are up, we gonna be back in rulership, man. We're gonna be back in rulership, and this white man is gonna belong in his place where where he belong in the caves, man, and then be eradicated. No longer in existence, man. All right. Give me second Ezra 6 and 9, Warrior.
Okay. 6:59. The book of second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 59.
And that's why Christoper Columbus, wicked tail, came over here, know what I mean, enslaving our brothers, man, because the devil know he has nothing but a short time, man. He has nothing but a short time. So when he came out of those caves, he came out of full out warfare to destroy us, man. All right. Read 2 Ezra 6 and 9.
Come. The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 59.
6 and 9. Chapter 6, verse 9. Anybody in the conference call got a question? Okay, go ahead.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 59.
Chapter 6, verse 9, Warrior.
Chapter 6, verse 9 of the prophet. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that followers.
For Esau is the end of the world, man. Know what I mean? And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, man. Esau is the end of this world, man. And what you see going on right now, California being burnt right now, and earthquakes going on. It was just an earthquake in Alabama this afternoon, man. On the west side of Alabama, it was an earthquake, man. And Christ said, when you hear rumors of wars and earthquakes and stuff like that, just know that the end is near. The end is near, black man. So now it's time. It's time that you realize who you are. You wake up and start practicing your culture and drop American culture. Know what I mean? And start satisfying your Father by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments of God, man. So your world can begin, man. Esau is the end of the world, man. His time, the time of the Israelites is soon coming to pass, man. When we gonna rule this earth, man. So it's time to give up the ways of your oppressor. It's time to stop being a slave, man. Because your oppressor finna become your slave.
Right.
All right. Give me Isaiah 45 and 17. And that's why Negroes right now today, you got no business voting, man. You see their kingdom falling, but you want to go out there and vote. Vote for what? You been voting for what about 100 years? Or I ain't gonna say for 100 years, about 60 years, 60 to 70 years you've been voting since they allow you to vote, and you didn't see no change. All you see is Esau or the white man get more wickeder and wickeder, shooting you more down the street every year that goes by, man, to start killing you more and more, and you ain't getting no justice for it, man. Why would you vote? knowing this man has no good intentions for you, knowing this man has no intentions of freeing you. All he want to do is keep you in slavery, keep you in bondage to him, man. So you shouldn't vote for this devil, man. You shouldn't vote because you already got a leader. Why vote for these devils, man? A heathen can't fix your people, man. But we want to vote. These devils don't know how to rule the earth, man. That's why the earth is in turmoil right now. That's why when you look around you, man, ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right because the wrong people is ruling the earth, man. Read, warrior.
Come, the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved, and the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
The Lord said that we are not going to be ashamed, man. Or confounded. What do anybody know what confounded means? What's another word for confounded? Confused. Confused, man. Because a lot of our people, they don't know who the hell they are. We in the truth, we know who we are. But our people in the world, they don't know who they are. Why? Because they've been destroyed by America. But when Christ comes back, they're not going to be confounded, and they're not going to be ashamed to be black. They're not going to be ashamed to be an Israelite. You know what I mean? They're going to know that they're an Israelite. They're going to know they're a prince of the power. They're going to know that they're the children of God. They're going to know that they're not a slave, man. They're going to know that. And that what Christ going to do. He come back and save his people, man. It said Israel is the people that going to have salvation, man. Not everybody else. You know?
Verse 18.
Read 17 from the top.
Come. Book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. For Israel shall be saved, and the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end.
World without end. That means our society gonna be in rule forever when Christ come back. Now, I mean, our world is never gonna have an end, man. The Esau world gonna end. America gonna end. In World War III, America gonna be gone in 1 hour when Christ come back, man. When he come back and bring 200 million angels with them chariots, what they call UFOs, it's over with, man. Game over. It's time for the kingdom of heaven, man. And heaven is played out on earth. It's played out on earth. Right now, we in hell, man. But when Christ come back, we gonna be in heaven, man. And the white man gonna come down and sit in the dust. That means he gonna be in slavery, man. He gonna be in them cotton fields. He gonna be in every field that you can name, man. Picking cotton, picking fruit. I mean, 7 times more harder than we had to pick it. Until he wiped out and exterminated, man. Until he gone. That was gonna happen to him, man. And that's a glorious thing, man. That's a glorious thing to see. All right? You got an article from the warrior. Now we're going to get into the Spanish Inquisition, and we're going to talk about how Christopher Columbus played a major part in the Spanish Inquisition, man. Is that second article I sent you, warrior? Okay, it says Spanish Inquisition, warrior. Mm-hmm. It says Inquisition. You'll see it.
Okay, right. Okay.
Uh-huh. All right. Go ahead. You got it? Okay, I'm reading for it till you get it. You got it?
Okay, here we go. The Inquisition was a power office.
The Inquisition. Do anybody know what Inquisition means? Inquisition. Inquisition means examination. Examination or questioning. Oh, somebody at the door?
No.
Okay, go ahead, read.
Come on. The Inquisition was a power office set up within the Catholic Church to root out and punish heresy throughout Europe and the Americas, beginning in the 12th century and continuing for hundreds of years. The Inquisition is famous for the severity of its tortures and its persecution of Jews and Muslims.
All right, Jews and Muslims. Who were the Jews and Muslims? Anybody know? On the conference call or you in the Pashkaya? Who were the Jews and the Muslims? Go ahead.
Would them be the black people that ruled that land from from that time period?
How you know that? Who were? Go ahead.
I can't remember where I saw it, but
Okay, who ruled Spain? But before the white man came and took over Spain, you know what I mean, who ruled Spain?
It was King James at the time during the dark.
No. Go ahead, warrior.
The Moors ruled Spain.
That's right. The Moors was the Muslims. But these Moors, remember the Moors was a mixed nation, you know what I mean? They had Chinese people, all nations inside the Moors, man. But the people who ruled, the people that was on top of the Moors, even though it was a mixed multitude, was black people. Okay? And those Jewish people were also black people. It was the Southern Kingdom in Europe over there. All right? Read on. And the Spanish Inquisition, right, was basically a way for the white man to get rid of the Southern Kingdom out of Europe, man. But he used Christianity to do so. He used Christianity to say, if you don't believe that Christ is God or Christ is white, know what I mean? They'll take everything you have, put you in slavery, you know what I mean, and put you in another land. Just get rid of you, man. You using Christianity, man. That's why right here it says at the beginning that the Inquisition was a powerful office set up within the Catholic Church. It was white men using Christianity against the Jews and the Moors, telling them to say Christ is God. But guess what? The ones that were Jews, the Jews and the Moors, right, who are black people, right, they knew Christ wasn't God, and they wouldn't accept that. So most of them got killed, or most of them ran off into North Africa, or some got sold into slavery to America, or to islands like Barbados or Jamaica and stuff like that. All right, read on.
Its worst manifestation was in Spain, where the Spanish Inquisition,
Inquisition.
okay, was a dominant force for more than 200 years, resulting in some 32,000 executions.
And that's how Christopher Columbus got funded his voyage, man. That's how his voyage got funded. Through the Spanish Inquisition, because the Spanish Inquisition was taking money, royalties from black royal families, you know what I mean? When they wouldn't bow down to Christianity, you know what I mean? The white man take everything they have and spoil them, and they be rich, and they funded Christopher Columbus. If I'm mistaken, it was Queen Isabella and Fernando. They funded Christopher Columbus during the Spanish Inquisition to come over here to America, which they call the New World, and spread Christianity, man. Know what I mean? When Christopher Columbus came over here, he did the same thing they did in Europe. And, my bad, not spread Christianity, spread white supremacy. Same thing they did in Europe, the same thing he came over here did in America. He spread the white supremacy. All right. That was it on that, Warrior?
Call for the first paragraph. Number call.
Okay, that's it right there. You gotta read no more? All right, get me second address 13 to 40. Also, Christopher Columbus did not second guess or just like came up with an idea out of the blue that I'm gonna sail over the seas, over the Atlantic Sea, the see more land, see if there's more land. Christopher Columbus read the Bible and knew that our brothers was over here, the northern tribe.
Right.
He read the Bible and learned that Israel was over here in America. But then it wasn't called America. America wasn't called America until Christopher Columbus came over here and they named it after another white man. That's why our people shouldn't be calling themselves American, because American is the name of a white man. Let's get that too. I think I got that article. Do anybody know the white man that America was named after? On the conference call or you in the podcast, y'all? This is very important information you need to know. Go ahead.
We'll call Americus Vespucius.
What was his name?
Americanus Vespucius.
No, Amerigo Vespucius.
Amerigo Vespucius.
All right, you got it, Ward. Damn right. Okay, give me second Esdras 13 to 40.
Okay. The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10
Okay,
tribes.
hold, give me a minute. Go ahead.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40, out of the Apocrypha.
Do anybody got any questions before he start reading? All right, go ahead.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners of their own land in the time of Osiris.
Out of their own land.
Out of their own land in the time of Osiris, the king, whom
Salmanassar.
Salmanassar, the king of Assyria.
Now we know that the northern tribe was under Assyrian captivity. They went into captivity first after we got out of Egyptian captivity. The northern tribe, the Lord put in captivity because of King Ahab went against the Lord, man. And so the northern tribe went into captivity, man. Read.
Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters. And so came they unto another land. Verse 41. But they took the counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
And that's why America is called the New World. You know what I mean? That's why America is called the New World, because they went to a place where mankind never dwelt. Know what I mean? And when the white man came over here, he called this a new world. And he called over here around the Middle East and Europe the old world. Because America was truly the new world. And the Native American Indians, our brothers, they came over here first. And also, all the 10 and a half tribes came over here. Know what I mean? They came over here first to the new world. Go ahead.
Verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
All right, we can drop that right there, Warren. Now, let's get Daniel chapter 8, verse 23. No, we ain't gonna get that. Don't worry about that. Let's get Psalms 49 and 11.
Come. That's lucky. Okay. The book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. They inward, though is, that their houses shall continue forever.
When the white man come over here and wherever else he go in the earth and conquer lands, in his mind, my house is gonna get his houses, the places where he ruled, it's gonna last forever, man. That's his intentions. That's what he thinks. Read.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
To all his generations, man. He think his children always gonna rule this earth, man. Cause he think he God, man. White man truly thinks he is God, man. But he got a rude awakening coming to him very soon, man. Read.
They call their lands after their own names.
They call their names after their own names, man. America. Africa. Africa is named after a Roman general, Leo Scipio Africanus. America is named after an Italian navigator, Amerigo Vespucci. Don't call yourself African American. Don't do that, black man. Two white men cannot be your father. Don't call yourself that name. When they go to lands, man, they conquer it. They change the name. They change the game. Now I mean, that's what they do. They change the name. They change the game, man. And nobody does it better than our oppressor, the devil. The Bible speaks of, man.
That's right.
All right. Let's get Genesis chapter 27, verse 37. But this devil, he was cursed to be this way, man. The Lord cursed him to be this way, man, from the beginning. All right. You got it, warrior?
Come. The book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made.
Right now, right here, this is after Jacob supplanted Esau. When I mean supplanted, I mean he undermined Esau, man. Like Esau thought that he was gonna come and get the blessing, but Jacob already done got it before him, man. He tricked his father and made his father thought he was Esau, and he got the blessing. So Esau don't know what happened. He coming in thinking he finna get the blessing. Read.
I have made him thy Lord.
Read from the top.
Come. The book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 37.
Uh-huh.
And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all of his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine I have sustained him. And what I shall do now unto thee, my son.
He like, I done made Jacob the Lord of the earth, the prince of the power, the authority. What else can I give you, man? You know?
Verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing? My father, bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him.
And our person, man, like this is a little child, man. He a little child, man. He was a little child back then, man. He immature, man. Because he know back then he sold Jacob his birthright. But guess what he do? He still trying to come back and get the birthright after he sold it. No, damn well he sold that birthright to Jacob. He still try to undermine Jacob and come back and get the blessing, man. And then gonna cry knowing he dead wrong. That's a white man. That's a white man all day, man. Read.
Behold, thy dwelling shall be at a slaughter. Behold, the dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above.
The fatness of the earth. That means the places where you see the white man at right now, which is the suburbs, the house on the hill, the house on top of the mountain. I mean, them skyscrapers where he on top of the skyscraper and got a pool house or got a pool inside his apartment. I mean, wherever you see the white man, he living good, man. Some white people got a golf course in their backyard, man. They get up in the morning, take a shower or take a bath. I believe some of them don't take no goddamn bath.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they wake up in the morning and go hop in their golf cart. Then you got a little golf cart. But they go right at the little sliding door, jump in the golf cart, and go play golf, man. Right at their backyard. They in heaven, man. They in heaven. But you black man, you don't live in the fat places of the earth, the good places of the earth. Know what I mean? You live in all the bad places of the earth, man. And this how you know this curse or this so-called blessing from Isaac was put on the white man. Know what I mean? But this blessing or whatever Isaac had gave the white man at this time, the white man had to do something for this blessing. Read.
Verse 40. And by the sword shalt thou live.
He had to kill. Just right now, he got to kill to live in all the good places of the earth, man. And that's why the white man kills, man. That's why he kills, man, because that's the only way he can have the fatness of the earth, man. Read.
And shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have no dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from thy neck.
Okay, drop that, Warren. Let's go to Genesis chapter 3, verse 14.
Come.
And there's a reason why the white man, Isaac, you know what I'm saying, gave the white man that curse and that blessing, man, because this was like a destiny for Esau, man. It was already played out. Isaac was just the tool to play out what's going to happen, man. Because the Lord told the serpent this was going to happen to him, man. And the serpent, Cain, is Esau all over again back on the earth, man. When you look at the white man, the Edomites, they are the children of Cain. Back on the earth again, man. Because reincarnation is in the Bible. Read.
Book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 14. And the Lord God said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle.
Now a Christian will read this and think that it's talking about a serpent, an actual serpent, man. That crawl on the earth, man, a serpent. But this talking about the white man and his character. The white man character is the serpent, man. He is slimy and sneaky and conniving. Know what I mean? Just like a serpent, man. How a serpent move, that's the character of the white man. You gotta be careful of him, man. Read. Because a serpent, know what I mean? It does whatever. It creeps from all kinds of directions and camouflage itself. Know what I mean? And do whatever it try to do to get its prey, man. Now, I mean, that's what the serpent do. The serpent gonna do whatever it takes, know what I mean, to get his prey. And that's what the white man do. The white man don't care, man. If he had to put abortion clinics in your neighborhood, if he had to drop dope in your neighborhood, if he what else? Drop heroin, encourage your black woman by giving her benefits to get you out the house. You know what I mean? The white man got all kind of taxes to come against you, man. He'll do whatever it takes to devour you, black man. And he did it back in the garden. Read.
And above every beast of the field, upon thy belly shall thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
When the Lord says you should go on your belly, know what I mean, and eat dust, that means you're going to be a low-life monster. Know what I mean? He cursed the white man to be a low-life monster, man. That means, that like I just said, he'll do whatever it takes to go to war with you, man. Like when he put smallpox in there and Native American Indians blankets, man. He a low-life monster, man. That's what he does, man. Tell me who do it better than Esau, man. When Esau wants something, man, he'll get it. When you see Esau out there sometimes when he go out there hunting animals, I see one episode, like, I forgot that dude's name that got killed. He got stabbed in the chest by a stingray. I don't know if you remember him, man, but he used to hunt animals a lot. I forgot his name. But he was Esau. Somebody at the door, warrior. He was a white man, man. I forgot his name. But I remember he used to put animal piss on him, man. Like some of the animals piss on him, so the animals could come find him, man. I mean Esau got all kind of war tactics, man, to get his prey. He'll do whatever it takes to conquer his prey. That's the spirit of the devil, man, the white man. All right. I'm going to read off where he left off at. Verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. All right? Anybody on the conference call right now? All right.
I remember it's Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin? Okay. That's right. Steve Irwin. That's his name. All right. So what's going on, warrior? All right. Where I left off at? Read verse 15, warrior.
Okay. The book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 15. And I will put an enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Okay, what's another word for enmity? If we don't know, what should we do if we don't know?
Look it up, but sloppy.
That's right.
Conflict, you know what I'm saying? You put conflict on somebody.
That's right. Conflict. Lord, so I'm going to put a conflict between the woman and between thy seed and her seed. Read.
Okay, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
No. Read the same verse, Roy. Yeah.
Oh, come. The book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 15. And I'll put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
We already know they're talking about Jacob and Esau. How we know they're talking about Jacob and Esau? Mm-hmm.
When Jacob and Esau were born, Jacob came out holding Esau's heel.
Mm-hmm. And that's significant with Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. That's significant with that. All right? let's get what was that? All right, let's get Genesis chapter 4 verse 12.
Okay, come. The book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 12. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. Verse 13. And Cain said unto the Lord.
Okay, right there, right here, this basically the white man getting his punishment, man. Now being a fugitive and a vagabond. What is a vagabond? Anybody know?
Slacker.
Go ahead.
A vagabond is something that you consider today like a bum or someone that was homeless.
That's right. He has no home. He has no home. What he do? He go around and take everybody else's home, man. And that's why he a fugitive, because he's a thief. He's a damn thief, man. All the lands he took, know what I mean, don't belong to him. Our people think he's the original European when he ain't the original European, man. Know what I mean, he not even the original caveman. Tell you the truth, every place he went to, he stole, man. he stole the damn caves because he has no home. When he went to the caves, the Canaanites was there. Know what I mean, the damn stank African was the first caveman. Know what I mean, he went there and stole their homeland, man. Now, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He going to steal everybody's identity. He's a culture vulture, man. I mean, that's why he's a devil, man. He's a chameleon. Oh, he is. He got to blend around his environment because he has no environment. Nothing was promised to him. He has no home, man. So he has to steal what you have, man, to have some kind of identity. Because he is a no people. He's a no people. All right? Read on.
Okay. Verse 13. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
And also, what? Okay. Cain killed Abel, right? Because Abel was real with the Lord and he wasn't. Cain got mad because Abel was in the truth and he was a goddamn Christian. Because what Christians do? Christians offer the Lord whatever they want to offer the Lord. Cain offered the Lord some fruits and whatever would last, man. He didn't want to give the Lord his perfect offering, man, with his first best. Abel offered the Lord his best, man. Now, I mean, that's what Abel did. And Cain got mad because the Lord was pleased with him, man. Cain came like a Christian to the Lord every time, and the Lord like, man, this do right. But guess what? The Christian don't want to do right. Know what I mean? So that Christians be having the spirit of Cain, man. Basically, man, you can't come to the Lord half stepping, man. But guess what? He got mad and started hating his brother and killed his brother. That's why the Lord said you shouldn't hate your brother. Know what I mean? Because you ain't no different than Cain, man. You ain't no different than Cain. When you hate your brother, you got the spirit of the white man. And Cain was a white man. Let's read.
Verse 14. Behold, thou hast driven me out of this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth.
Hey, this heavy, right? If you're going to be hid from the earth, right, where will you go? Like to hide in the earth, where will you go? I don't know what I'm saying. If you want to hide yourself from the people of the earth, where will you go?
It's just, I'm going to take a while, I guess, out of space.
No. No, if you want to hide yourself from everybody, right? Think about it real hard. Go ahead, warrior.
Oh, okay. I know.
Go ahead.
In that case, he went in the caves in here.
Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. Hey, what's going on now happened back then, man. Read on.
Okay. And it shall come to pass that everyone that follow me shall slay me.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain. Least in his
Now tell me, this ain't a white man. You kill a white man, you gonna be under the jailhouse. You gonna be under the jailhouse. That's why our people think twice before they rob a white man, or before they even do anything to a white man. They ready to rob you before they rob a white man because they know it's going down. You gonna get the full sentence. Know what I mean? And that's the mark of Cain. That's the mark of Cain, man. But when he kill you, he get away with it. Tell me what other description fits any other people with this curse than the white man? Nobody else. This fit him very well, man. The white man was Cain, and he was the serpent, man. All right. Okay, we gonna get Slacky. Get that article about the Renaissance area warrior that I sent to you. Now we're gonna get into the Renaissance, man. We're gonna get into the Renaissance, man. Because after Christopher Columbus came here to America, and while he was doing his killing and his slaughtering, they was over there in Europe too, erasing all our history, man. Erasing all our history, making sure we don't know who the hell we are, man. All right. You got that Renaissance era article? Let Costello read it, Warwick. Let me get something. You got it? You put it up? I sent it to you. I sent it to you too? Oh, that's right. You got it. Go ahead, Warwick.
Renaissance. The Renaissance was a fervent period of European cultural, artistic, political, and economic rebirth following the Middle Ages.
Well, let's read that slower. Know what I mean? Go ahead, Warwick.
The Renaissance was a fervent period of European cultural, artistic, political, and economic rebirth.
Rebirth. It was a rebirth of art. I want y'all to remember that very well, man. Artistic and economic and political and culture. All those words is a big player right now, what we're talking about. But the main word I want y'all to not forget is artistic. Because this is what they did in the Renaissance, man. Did somebody say something?
This the same time period where they changed Christ into that white homosexual look.
Oh, man. And let me tell you something, man. That's why them devils took the Apocrypha out. Know what I mean? And my let me tell you something. My family in the world, they kill me, right? Like when I first came into the truth, I used to try to call myself trying to help my family and trying to bring them into the truth. So I be reading the Bible, and when I want to get into the deep scriptures that get into Esau, who the white man is, how he is Esau and stuff, I try to go to the Apocrypha, and they're like, oh, I don't subscribe to that. That's not the word of God. That was taken out of the Bible. And I said, who took that out of the Bible? Who took that out of the Bible? Did God take that out of the Bible? I just know it was taken out of the Bible. But who took that out of the Bible? Because God didn't do it. Know what I mean? Now they don't want to talk about it because they know it's gonna go hard on their oppressor, man. Matter of fact, do y'all know that the Apocrypha says that white Jesus will go get put up? It's a scripture in let me see. Let's get the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 15. I meant to put that down. Go ahead, Warrior.
There's the scripture where it say they seek to change the faces of the judges thereof.
That's Job. It's a scripture in the Apocrypha. We're gonna get it. You keep that article, Warrior. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 15. Okay, let me catch up with you. Go ahead.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 15. No, verse 14, Slack it. For by the vain glory of men.
No.
Verse 15,
Yeah, that's right.
For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he hath made an image of his child soon taken away.
Now this is the Pope. This is the Pope right now, Rome, mourning over his dead son, Cesar Borgia. But his father was named Rodrigo Borgia. The 6th Pope of Rome, man. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Image of his son soon taken away, now honored him as God.
Now how did he honor his son as God, man? He paid Leonardo da Vinci to paint Cesar Borgia as Christ. His gay lover too. His gay lover. Now, when you, man, it's so sad, man, that our people, when they inside that Christian church, they praying to a gay God. A gay God, man, that was written by a gay man. I mean, that was painted by a gay man. This is what you praying to. Now you know why all the homosexuals inside church right now. Cause they praying to a homosexual. Now I mean, that painting is gay, and the painter who painted it was gay. Read.
Which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices.
There you go, right there, man. It's in the Apocrypha. It's in the Apocrypha. That's why this Bible is so precious, man. That's why we need this Bible, man. It tells you who is your enemy. It tells you who you need to be careful of, man, and don't give your love to, man. This Bible is precious, man. We got to hold on to this Bible, man. This Bible is not a white man book. It's not a white man book at all, man. King James was not a white man. He was a black man. Know what I mean? An Israelite. Right. The Israelite that ruled in Europe during the Dark Ages, man. All right. What verse was that? But man, we was at the article. We was at the article. Let's go back to the article, Warrior.
From the top.
Okay. Yeah. Let me catch up with you. All right.
The Renaissance was a fervent period of European cultural, artistic, political, and economic rebirth.
Okay. It was a culture rebirth. Why was it a culture rebirth, man? Because the blacks, so-called black man, the Israelites, the Southern Kingdom, ruled Europe, man. And the white man put his culture to replace our culture after they kicked us out of Europe, man, and put us in slavery. A lot of people think slavery started in the 1600s, man. No, it didn't. Slavery started in the 1400s, man. During the Spanish Inquisition, man. That's where slavery started. No, you can't believe the white man when he give you history, man. He don't want you to know about the Spanish Inquisition. You know why? Because when you learn about the Spanish Inquisition and also the Jacob Rebellion, you'll learn that slaves also came from Europe. So now all that, we African and stuff, that's cut. That's cut because slaves also came from Europe. Well, what about those slaves that was in Europe, man? Did they come from Africa? Hell no. Hell no, man. Some of them slaves from Europe went down to North Africa running from the goddamn white man. The ones that escaped. Know what I mean? So we're not African.
Right.
We're not African at all, man. But the white man not going to tell you that. He not going to tell you that because he wants you to think you old filthy Hamite. Know what I mean? He wants you to think you those people. He wants you to think you're a savage, man. That's why he came over here and called the Native American Indian. Somebody look like Indians. But if you look at Indian, what do Indian mean? Do anybody know?
Select.
Go ahead.
I've heard two different variations, but indigenous and or savage.
That's right. But he trying to say, they look like the Indians over there in East India. Know what I mean? Nah, you know who you was hunting down, devil. Know what you was doing, man.
Right.
All right. Read on.
Following the Middle Ages.
Go ahead, Warrior.
To piggyback on what you just said, I believe it's in the lost tribes, the promised lands.
Damn right.
The came over here they had Hebrew translators. And when the native people greeted them, they greeted them with Deuteronomy 64. Shema, Yasharallah, Yahweh.
That's right. That's right.
They greeted them.
Damn right. That's right, man. That's right. Read on.
Generally described as taking place from the 14th century to the 17th century, the Renaissance promoted the rediscovery of classical philosophy, literature, and art. Some of the greatest thinkers, authors, statesmen, scientists, and artists in human history thrived during this era. While global exploration opened up new lands and cultures to European commerce, the Renaissance is credited with bridging the gap between the gap between the Middle Ages and modern day civilization.
Hey, the white man so evil. He said that gap. Ain't no gap. You put a gap there. You put the gap there. And now you want to change the name of the Dark Ages to the Middle Ages. This is the game they play with they certain terminologies, man. When you say the Middle Ages, he talking about the Dark Ages. And when you talking about the gap, lost history. Lost history. A lot of when you read history about Europe, a lot of things are missing. If you gonna count on the white man account, you're gonna miss a lot of accounts that's not accounted for, man. So guess what's going on, man? They'll call it the Dark Ages. That gap, they call it the Dark Ages. And what they mean by the Dark Ages, they don't know what happened. But we know the Dark Ages is when we rule. Now I mean they don't want the for our existence in Europe to exist, man. But it did. It's a day called St. Patrick's Day. I know y'all familiar with that, right? That's a day. Hey, I want somebody to Google this. Google that all there snakes in Ireland. Oh, there is no snakes in Ireland. Google that, right? Now, do anybody know in the conference call or anybody in the classroom, do y'all know what St. Patrick's Day is about?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that I've read something that pertains to them doing something to so-called blacks in Ireland, or trying to get rid of.
No. I want to know what the white man said. What St. Patrick's Day is about, not the truth. I want to know the devil version. Give me the devil version.
Well, so like I put up, there's no snakes in Ireland.
And what happened?
You want me to read that, sir?
Yeah, read it out.
There are no snakes in Ireland for the simple reason they couldn't get there because the climate was favorable for them to be there. Ireland's only native reptile, the species must have arrived within 10,000.
Hold on now. Somebody pull up what St. Patrick's Day is about. Because from my understanding, from what I learned, St. Patrick's Day is about when the white man got rid of all the black snakes out of Ireland. But you just read that there are no snakes in Ireland, right? This is real deep in heaven, man. So whoever get the meaning of St. Patrick's Day, let me know.
So like that, do you want the lie that they told?
Yeah, I need the lie.
St. Patrick's Day, or the Feast of St. Patrick, is a cultural and religious celebration held on the 17th of March, the traditional date of death of St. Patrick, the foremost patron saint of Ireland.
But they don't say when St. Patrick got rid of all the black snakes?
So I can not with this, sir.
I think the one where it said St. Patrick got rid of all the black snakes out of Ireland.
So I can, sir.
You got it?
I believe so, sir.
Go ahead.
St. Patrick's Day, feast day, March 17th of St. Patrick, patron saint of Ireland, born in Roman Britain in the late 4th century. He was kidnapped at the age of 16 and taken to Ireland as a slave. Slaka, that's definitely not it.
Okay, but this is paraphrase it. Paraphrase it. St. Patrick, whatever, on St. Patrick's Day, this is the day they got rid of all the black snakes. But there's no black snakes in Ireland. Those black snakes was you, black man. You was a black snake, man. But the white man tell lies about all his holidays that he celebrated. Just like with Christmas, man. He tell you Christmas is the birth of Christ. He tell you Easter bunny lay eggs. Know what I mean? He tell lies about everything, man. That's why he is the devil the Bible speaks of, man, because everything come out of his mouth is a wicked lie. Everything that come out of his mouth, man. All right? Somebody get me Job chapter 9, verse 24, and Kayal, you get me 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. Go ahead.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
We all know the wicked is Esau, the white man. The earth is given into him, man. Go ahead.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
The Renaissance era. That's what he did, man. He covered the faces of the judges, man. He covered the faces of the judges. And he took their seat, man. And it was called the Renaissance era. Read.
If not, where and who is he?
If not, who else did it? The Arab man ain't do it. The China man ain't do it. Who else made Christ a white man, man? I wish I had that damn devil up here, man. Know what I mean? I love throwing that damn devil down, man. Who else did this, man? Who else painted a gay man to be the savior of Israel, man? A gay white man at that. Who else did that? There you go. The past guy, y'all. Who else did this, man? This was war. This is war against the Israelites, man. When they did this was war. This was war, man. That's right. The Arab man, the African man, all the rest of these nations got enough common sense not to do this. Besides the devil, the white man. He the only one that had the nerve to do this, man. That's why he gonna get cut off forever, man. Cause he tried it. He tried the king of Israel, man. This right here is war. Know what I mean? Cause guess what? This is in every black man mind that's in that Christian church. And guess what? Before you came into the truth, this was in your mind too. I know it was in my mind because this was my parents taught me who Christ was, man. And this would prevent our people from hating the white man. This right here, because they think he's Christ. Because of this picture right here, man. All right. Throw the devil over there, man.
That's right.
Yeah, throw him over there where he belong, man, on the ground. You know what I mean? That's why we throw that down on the ground. We throw it down on the ground for our people to see that ain't Christ, man. Disrespect them hard, man, because that's not Christ. That's the image of the beast, man, in Revelations. That's what that is, man. That is not the Savior of Israel, man. Savior of Israel, skin was bronze, man, burnt bronze, man, burnt brass. I mean, he was a dark-skinned black man, man. All right. Who got 1 Maccabees 3 and 48?
Come. Book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. And lay open the book of the law.
This back in the Greeks' time, man. The Greeks. Know what I mean? When the white man ruled during Alexander the Great. Read.
Wherein the heathen has sought.
And we know what the book of the law is, the scriptures. That's the book of the law, the Bible. Go ahead.
Wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their image.
Okay, what heathen can paint their image a different color in the Bible? Because, you know, Israel, we come in all shapes and shades of color, know what I mean? But who could take their color and change everything, man? Because they don't have no color. They don't have no pigmentation. You already know, the white man. They the ones that could do that. Know what I mean? They back then during the Greeks when they took over our temple, they laid over the scriptures and sought to put their color, their image in the book of the law, man. Same thing they doing right now. Same thing they doing right now. All right. Somebody get me Daniel chapter 7 verse 25.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
How do the white man speak great words against the Most High? Give me some examples.
It's like Joel Osteen, how he talked, like it was the love, you know what I'm saying? God loves everybody. Do that.
They made God look like he a punk just like them. Know what I mean? God, when you hear God is all love, man, that sounds so effeminate. It sounds so weak, man. That's a great word against the Most High, because the Most High is loyal only to Israel, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, he did all that stuff when that hurricane came. He be like, well, I can't let you in my church. Close the church down. Well, I can't let you in.
Yeah, he's not a man of God. He's not a man of God.
Yeah, I can't let you in.
He's not a man of God, but they speak great words against the Most High. Go ahead, Warrior.
So, like, one of the great words they say is when they're saying that the Most High loves everyone.
That's right.
That's against the Most High.
That's right, because
to call him to say he's an Edomite, that's against the Most High.
right, damn right, man. He speak great words against the Most. Go ahead, Warrior.
They also say, that the white man can go into the kingdom and have the same rulership and authority as the one for the both.
Right, damn right, man. And how do he wear out the saints? Because we just went over who the saints is. Oh, you want to hear cussing, yeah? But the saints is the Israelites. That precept is Psalms 148, verse 14. But how do he want the saints? How do he want the Israelites? By going to war against us, man. Know what I mean? By telling us that we are not the saints. We are not the Israelites. We are Gentiles. We African American. Know what I mean? Turning us into the gangsters and thoughts and all kind of craziness, man. He wear out the saints, man, because we supposed to be righteous people. Instead, he tried to make us wicked, man. Look what he did to Atlanta. 8-9 years ago, Atlanta was, was just all black Hollywood, man. You know what I mean? All black this, all black that. It was thriving with black people, man. But now what he did to those black people, man, he brought homosexuals over here, man, and turned Atlanta out. Know what I mean? That's what he do. He wear out the saints, man. He don't want to see black people with nothing, man. He see all these black people here with money. He say, you know what? Since they got all the money, I'm gonna throw all the gays over there, man. and that's why Atlanta how it is now. Most of these gay people is not from Atlanta. They from somewhere else, man. But he made sure he made Atlanta their haven to destroy Atlanta, man. Because homosexuality is a disease that will destroy a nation, man.
That's right.
All right. Read on.
And think to change the times and laws.
Oh, man, we know he did that. We know he changed the times. Know what I mean? And you know he changed the laws. No, he changed the Sabbath day to Sunday. No, my bad. He took the religion of Constantine and made Saturday Sunday. I mean, when Saturday is my bad. When he changed Sunday into the Sabbath day. Know what I mean? When Saturday is supposed to be the Sabbath day. I mean, he changed times and laws, man. And he tell you the law of the Lord is done away with it, but his law is this, man. His law is in full effect, but the law of God is passed away. It don't exist no more. It's done away with. He changed the laws and the times, man. That's what he did, man. That's what he did. All right, somebody give me First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 40.
Okay, come on, I got it. Book of First Maccabees. He said chapter 1.
Chapter 1, verse 40.
Okay. The book of Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 40. As had been her glory, so will her dishonor increased. And her essence.
Okay. Let me catch up with you. Make sure you in the right place, warrior. First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 40.
Oh, come on. As had been her glory, so will her dishonor increased, and her essence.
Read 41.
Come on. Moreover, King Antinous wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
Now this the kingdom of the Greeks. And this king right here, King Antiochus, wanted all the people to be one people, just like at the Tower of Babylon, and just like the Tower of Babel, not Babylon, Tower of Babel, and also with America right now. They said they want everybody to be one people, man. They said we the human race. Know what I mean? We all the same. They been pushing this logo. This ain't new. This ain't just started with America. The white man forefathers was pushing this, man. Read on.
Verse 42. And everyone shall leave his laws.
This he talking to the Jews right now. He want all of them to leave their laws, man. Why? Because you can't. Okay, us if we follow our laws, man, we will stay separated from the white man. That's why he wants you to leave the laws of God, man. Because the laws of God tell you to stay away from your enemy. Tell you to stay away specifically from them. That's why he wants you to leave your law, man. That's why he wants you to leave your culture and do his culture, man. Because when you do his culture, you become his slave. You become his servant. Read. But if you was to keep the laws of God, he will become your servant and he'll become your slave in the end, man. Read on.
So all the heathen agree according to the commandment of the king. Verse 43. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Read on.
Verse 44. For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
Okay, drop down to 47.
Come, verse 47. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine flesh and unclean beasts.
That's why every holiday, right? You be the main meat. Be that pig. Be that whole ham, man. And when you got the lobsters and the shrimp and the crab, they be like, oh, we got it going on now, man. Oh, they got the shrimp and the crab, boy. They cook out off the chain, boy. They got the shrimp and everything now, man. Go ahead, Warrior.
So, like, sir, if I may, the scripture that says.
Go ahead.
The scripture that says we're not supposed to eat food sacrificed unto idols. Those foods that are sacrificed unto idols would be like the turkey for Thanksgiving, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's clear what that is.
Go ahead. Somebody else said something?
What's the fascination this oppressive Peckerwood has with the swine? Why he want everybody to eat the swine?
Okay, because the swine. Go ahead, Warrior.
Well, not to answer that question, but that's heavy that he brings that up because it's something that's a clear showing that the oppressor knows who we are.
Right.
Because when they brought us over here during slavery, number one, they weren't calling us Africans then. And number two, one of the foods not even food, the only thing that they would let us eat during that time would be any part of the pig.
Right.
They wouldn't let us touch anything else. And that was across all the slave farms. They only allowed us to eat the pig.
Right.
So why is it that we can't understand that if the oppressor said, here, you can only eat this, then it has to be something wrong with it.
Right.
There has to be something wrong because they knew we weren't supposed to eat it.
Right. And we've been eating this for so long, it became our culture. Man, let me tell you something. In a month, my family down in South Florida and up here in Georgia, they're going to be eating some chitlins. The whole house going to be stank. Man, you got to leave the house, man. You got to leave the house, man. I mean, they're going to be cooking the chitlins up, and they're going to be the main thing they talking about eating. They're going to have pig feet, the chitlins, the whole ham, shrimp, crab, and lobster, all the abominable things. in that house, man. In that house. But what you were saying, Yahanna, you die? Slacky.
Salaki out of one. I was just trying to figure out what fascination do our oppressor have with the pig? Why does he love it so much? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
the pig nasty just like him, man. The pig is a disgusting animal, man. Look at what they eat. The pig is the garbage man of the earth. Know what I mean? The Lord created the Lord created the pig to be the garbage man of the earth, man. To eat all the garbage, eat all the diseases, all the dead bodies. The pig carry everything that's nasty inside of him, man, because he's the garbage man of the earth, man. That's what the Lord created him for, man, and that's why he should not be eaten. But when you eat the pig, that's what you are eating. You eating all the diseases, eating all the dead animals, and it's the perfect plate to hand to an Israelite that like clean food. It's a perfect plate to offer you, man. Go ahead.
It's a lot. If I'm not mistaken, I believe in that time when they used the pig, they used him as the modern day trash.
Yes.
Because what the people would do was discard all of their unwanted onto the ground, and then when the pig herder would come through, they would eat up all the trash.
Right. Basically, instead of the white man taking the crap on your plate, he put the pig on your plate to be crap. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? He basically saying eat crap. Eat crap, Negro. That's the perfect plate. That's the perfect piece of meat to give somebody to eat some crap. A pig. Ain't nothing good about a pig, man. But what do the white man tell you about the pig? This is the other white meat. Go ahead, Warrior.
I don't know why this stood out for me, but long before coming into the truth, or even discovering that I was Israel, I would see these commercials, and it was like this major push where every commercial was talking about how great bacon was.
Right.
And even now, people act as though bacon is the best food in the world. And I would always wonder, why are they pushing bacon so hard? I never understood it, but I knew something was wrong, even though I wasn't in the truth yet. I just knew I was like, something's off about this, because the commercials would always say, everything's better with bacon, always bacon, constantly talking about bacon so much. And even to this day, if you look at the commercials, they push this agenda of bacon. Now, for the white man, it doesn't matter if he eats it. He can eat bacon all he wants.
Right.
He can push all those foods. It doesn't even matter. But we look at it, and because we follow everybody, we want to say, oh yeah, I got to have bacon on everything too. I love to have bacon. When actually, you're only moving like that because they're telling you, just like with the crab, shrimp, and lobster, they tell us that that's a delicatessen, that's fine eating.
Right, delicacy.
And they sell that to us, and when we think about it, we're like, oh, I'm balling if I go to Red Lobster.
Man, it's so evil. He charged you three times as much for a steak for a piece of lobster, man.
Right.
Know what I mean? He gonna charge you $40 for the lobster tail, man. Knowing this lobster ain't right. Knowing it's not a delicacy, man. Now you eat shit. Shalaki, my bad. I been saying that, but that's what you eating, man. Man, the white man is the devil about his piece up, man. That's why we prophesy against this man, man. He is the man of sin. Right. The man of sin means the man that influenced sin upon our people, man. That pushes it on us, man. He the one that puts it in the commercials that everything is good with bacon and pork is the other white meat. Come get these crabs. Come get these snow crabs and have people showing Red Lobster commercials where you're dipping the crab in the butter, making it look all good. This man is the man of sin, man. Know what I mean? And now, what he doing now, man? This evil bastard is pushing homosexuality in the schools. Pushing homosexuality on TV, man. What's that? It's a new TV series, man. That thing wicked, man. It's called P-Valley. Man, let me tell you something, man. That's evil, man. I can't stand to see the commercial, man. But little kids watching that show, man. Little kids are watching that show, man. Sex education is so evil in these schools these days, man. I'm not even gonna go there, man. It's gonna come to a point where we gonna have to take our children and educate our children ourselves, man. Because they're trying to feminize our little boys, you know what I mean, and make our little girls masculine, man. Turn them into monsters, man, just like them. Go ahead, Warrior.
So like I don't want to say, maybe what you bringing out when it comes to what they're doing with P Valley. Now also doing with Power.
Right.
Doing it with the show Empire.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, over time, all the movies that have black men that lead, they always have to integrate some sort of homosexual act in it.
Right.
But with the white movies, you never see that anymore. Because they can be a homosexual and they're still out there chopping down trees and doing manly things.
Yeah.
But with us, we're extremely flamboyant, we're extremely weak and soft, and it's increased over time. So if I may...
And guess what? That's how you know that spirit belongs on them and not us. We can't handle it. It's gonna show on us, but it's not gonna show on him because it belongs to him.
Right.
You said something more?
What you're saying is so heavy. You know, they used all skin folk and kinfolk when they brought out Obama to, push that homosexuality. Now they got this other lady that look like her. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what other abomination gonna come down the line with that. Block it.
Hey man, let me tell you something, man. You gotta watch. You gotta watch these Negroes that, not Negro because they ain't Negro. These black Edomites. Know what I mean? Because King Herod was a dark-skinned Edomite. The one who tried to kill Christ was a dark-skinned Edomite. You gotta watch them, man. Because they'll confuse you, man. They'll think they have you thinking that they for black people, whole time they for white people, man. That's why it's not good for interracial marriage to be among us, man. That's why we gotta keep our seed pure, man. Because the enemy can come in and destroy us like that way, man. They can destroy us, man. Kamala Harris is the devil, ain't it?
Salaki, sir. I believe that the jury's still out on that because they say that her father's father was some sort of slave owner, but it hasn't been proven yet of whether or not he was actually out of Benjamin or not. So
right. Go ahead, Warrior.
What came out about Kamala Harris is her daddy is Dutch white, her mama is East Indian. She a white girl.
I don't care if it's French, Dutch, Polish, all of them devils. I don't care what terminology they try to say they are, all of them damn devils, and the East Indians a goddamn snake eater, goddamn it. All of them evil, man. Then Israel in hell with them. Damn right. All right, what verse was that, man?
43. Okay. Yeah, slug it.
Oh,
43.
47. We was at 47, Warrior. All right, we go to 49. Cause this is the purpose of them wanting you to forget your laws, wanting you to eat swine and all kind of unclean beasts. This is the purpose they make you do this for, man. This is why they do this. Read.
The book of verse, Maccabees chapter 1, verse 49. To the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinance.
They change all their ordinances. That's what they do this for, man. So you can just forget your God, man. Forget your God. Forget who you are. And that's what they do it for, man. The more and more we forget our law, the more and more we forget that we have a God, man. And the more that we forget we are a nation, man. And slavery destroyed our people, man. It destroyed us badly because they gave us white Jesus. You know what I mean? Every time we read the Bible, they burn our eyes out, burn the tongues out, until they put Christianity all the way in our mind. Now you can read the Bible because guess what? Now you reading the Bible through my eyes. You read the Bible through my eyes, man. And that's why they let us read the Bible until we became full-blown Christians, man. Full-blown, I love white Jesus. Now you can read the Bible. Now when we pick up the Bible, we don't go to the Old Testament and we cherry pick certain verses in the New Testament. You know what I mean? Because we read the Bible like a Christian. And if you look at it, Christians don't like the Bible. They hate the Bible. You know what I mean? When you pull out that Bible and go to the precepts and stuff like that, they run. They don't want to talk about it no more because they say you talking hate. You talking hate. God ain't a racist. You racist now. Know what I mean? But if you was to read this Bible, you'll see that God is clearly a racist. You see,
Time according to the
it's like you see that you see that God. It's like give me a minute. You see that God is a racist. It's like I gotta turn this off. It's like I'll get it. Skip it, Warrior.
They put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised.
Give me a minute.
At which
That machine.
They put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised.
Yeah, that thing going all bad, ain't it? They put us in the back. Try to fix that, Warrior. And I pressed the wrong button there. Slack you. Yeah, it's an Apple now, man. You press that button, man, it won't stop talking. It's an audio button. But yeah, but that's why they push that on us, man, because they want you to forget that you have a culture, and that you have a nation, and that you have a God. Yeah, take it back. All right, but do you have a question, Cassiar?
Live, sir.
All right. Well, okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna wait till you bring the phone back because that's in the class. But for right now, what time it is?
8:57.
Okay. Anybody still on the phone on the line? So let me call back in. Lucky for that. Yahweh die. You still on the line? My bad about that, man. I messed around and pressed that audio button on that Bible app, man, and it wouldn't shut up. But you had a question before in the class, Warrior?
Oh, Lord, you answered my question when it came to the white man like the pig so much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a disgusting animal now, man. That pig, man. It don't get no worse than that pig. Pig and oysters, I think, is the worst thing to eat. And back in the world, I just love them oysters, man. But the whole time, you don't know that the white man is offering you the toilet stool of the sea. The oyster is a filter. Whatever pass by it, like dead bodies, whatever particles. What do they call it, plankton or something like that? All the dead stuff and all the diseases that fall to the bottom of the ocean. That's what the scallops and the oysters eat. Know what I mean? And that's why when you take that stuff out the ocean, the ocean start to get dirty and stuff, man. Because the oysters clean the ocean, man. That's their purpose. Just like the pig clean the earth. Go ahead, Warrior.
It's lucky, sir. If I may. Also, when it comes to these abominable things that they call food, if you notice, they always try to attach something on it to make it something that it's not.
Right.
For example, with the oyster, the way they sell that is by calling it an aphrodisiac.
Yeah. I remember that name. Yeah, that's right. You're correct. Mm-hmm. You're trying to say it arouse your sex nature. I mean, that white man, boy, he's abominable, man. He's abominable. And the laws of God, it's life, man. 'Cause it tells you these things will harm you, man. The unclean beasts and animals is not food. It's not food at all. It's not food. They are the helpers of the earth. You shouldn't eat the help. But the white man, he's a monster. He's a beast, and he gonna eat the help, man. You know what I mean? That's why the Lord called him the beast of the field, man. He's a beast. He has no instruction, man. All right. Do anybody in the class got a question before I end the class? Go ahead.
One other thing that I notice also, a lot of times when you see charts or people putting things on any type of social media, not saying that's UPK.
That's another thing. I'm glad you mentioned shark. A lot of people don't know when they eating the scallops. When I used to work in a restaurant, right? Back at home in Florida, I thought like scallops are scallops, but most of the time when you eating scallop, you eating shark. You don't even know it. It's the nerve shark. I found that out, man. I was like, man, that's wicked, man. But you're not actually eating scallops. Some of the scallops are nerve sharks. But what you about to say? I don't know if I know what a nerve shark is. That shark I like to be like, it's like a little small shark, the nerve shark. Yeah, they cut that up and make that scallops. But what you about to say?
That's like I was going to say that oftentimes you'll see people, they'll phrase it as clean food and unclean food.
Right.
But what we're saying in error is food.
Right.
Because you have clean food and then things that are unclean. We don't even need to attach food to it because it's not to eat.
Right.
So oftentimes people say unclean food and clean food, but it's not food. The Most High never considered it food, so we shouldn't even call it food.
That's right. Damn right. Yeah, the pig is not food, man. All right. The boss guy, you got a question? Yahanna, anybody in the conference call got a question? All right. I am now going to hand the class to Precinct Officer of 50, the Pashkaya. You got to find the announcements, Warrior. I don't see it up there. You got to find it.
Yeah, set up right here. Oh, it's set up already. Oh, right here.
Found it?
I had it, like right here.
Go ahead and find it real quick, Warrior.